Alright, back at it again, back at the pick your part. Got a better idea this time of where I need to go to look for what I need. So we're gonna go try to see if we got any Lexuses or Toyotas in here. They should be in this back corner back here, so check back when I get there. Long walk. Should be around here. Row 107. There's 108. I think I found it, and it looks pretty stripped already. Yeah, there it is. Looking for Lexus. It's only IS250 that they have. Might be able to take that envelope. And we'll take a look and see. Maybe that overhead console is good. Emblems back here. Alright, we'll see what I can find. So I decided to peek in from this side because it's just easier to get into, just to see what's in here. And obviously the center vent's gone. That was one thing that I was looking for. But as I was digging around, whoop, whoever took it apart left it right here. And it looks like it's in great condition. This goes for anywhere between like 30 and 60 bucks. A good sell-through rate. So that's the first thing that's going in the bucket. Upon further inspection of this overhead console, is missing the knob there. Try to see if it's on the floor somewhere here, but I can't find it. But the sunroof is here. I don't want it to mess with the glass, but maybe the motor goes for something, so I might take this apart anyway and see. I'm going to check first if the motor is good and then go from there, maybe take that out. Alright, we got the console out and the motor was sitting up there behind that bracket, and got it right here. Looks like it's in good condition. I'm not sure about this one. It sells pretty well, and for anywhere between I believe it was like $35 to $80, depending on like if they include free shipping or not. Looks pretty good, but it all depends on how much the yard. I couldn't look up on their website how much they actually sell stuff like this for, so I'm gonna take it up there and see what they charge me. But since it's going for like, I'm planning to sell it for around $50-$60. You know, it needs to be, you know, maybe around $10 or less. That'd be nice. But we'll see. Let's put it in the bucket. Still in the Lexus. Just keep looking stuff up, and stuff pretty decent in this car. So this passenger side air vent by itself goes for around $25. I think they're going to charge me less than $10. I think it's like $7 here for plastic and vents like that. The driver's side also goes for around $25-$30, and I found one listing with both of them paired up together, sold for $75. So I think I'm going to pop those out if they're easy, and take a chance and see what happens. Easy enough. Got them both popped off. They're both in great shape, no cracks, nothing. Everything works, opens and closes. So we're probably gonna take those, especially if they're $7 a piece. I'm almost positive that that's the case. And as I came over here on this side, I see that this whole lower dash piece is off already. I think it's in good shape, so I'm gonna look it up so I can just unplug this and then see if it's worth anything. I'm trying to stick to smaller stuff, but if it's worth, you know, a good amount and sells good sell through, might as well take it. Plastic here is probably the best thing to buy, you know, based on the price. I wish I could take that console because it was good, but it's missing the knob, like I said. But we'll keep looking. I think after this we'll probably move on to the next car. We'll be right back. Alright, so we found this Honda Fit. I heard that there's good parts in it, but this one's been picked pretty clean, as you can see. But the instrument cluster's still in there. It's good, but the yard charges too much for it to make it worth it. They sell for around $100, I believe, or 80 to 100. And they're just gonna charge me probably like 40 to 50, I think, for it. So that's just not gonna work. Obviously this bezel's still here. It would have to come out with the radio and all the controls and stuff. This looks pretty scratched. And also, since all of this is attached, like the radio itself, they're gonna want $40 for it. So just all of this isn't worth it either. That's probably why it's still here. But this overhead dome light, you just push in like this. This is still here, and this has a good sell-through rate, pretty much 100%. And it sells for around 40 to 50. And this rear one also sells, but it has the sell-through rates a little less, and I think it only sells for like $20. So we're gonna leave that, and we're gonna take this. And if I find anything else, I'll let you know. On my way out, and I find a Land Rover that's in very good condition. The inside was pretty much intact. I've taken all this apart to see what was good and what I want to take. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to take all the air vents. Got a couple other trim pieces there. The touch screen, I don't know, that it probably has navigation, but it's the radio and everything. Probably goes for a decent amount. I did check it. It goes for like 100, I think. But they want too much for it here, so I'm going to leave that. As well as the HVAC control. I think they're going to want too much for that as well, for what it's worth. I'm trying to take the glove box out. It's like a dual, it's like an upper and lower situation here. But this door, just the door by itself, and it looks like to be in good condition, goes for like $80, 75, 80. I'm not sure about this one, but if I did want to take the whole thing, which means the box behind it as well, not just the doors, I saw a combo of this one and the bottom one sold together for over 100. So it looks like that's a good part to get. I'm gonna go ahead and check this as well because it's in good condition. The center armrest, I'm sure that is worth something. This armrest for the driver's side, the individual, it's pretty beat up. I haven't checked it yet, but it's pretty beat up. But this one for the passenger is good, so maybe I'll take that if it's a decent price. The master switch for the window controller over there, I think is good. I have to double check it and pop it out. This little wood panel thing that goes across, I think sells as well, but that has got some issues, so I'm going to leave it, as well as this one. It's got some marks on it. And since it's a Land Rover, I want it to be pristine. This one has the hard-on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Harman card-on stereos upgrade. So I gotta see if those speakers are worth anything, or if there's an amp somewhere. There probably is, and see if I can grab that. But this is gonna be it. I'll let you guys know what I take out of this. I have to make some decisions to see what I'm actually gonna buy, depending on what they're gonna charge me. So we'll see you at the car once I'm done. All right, back in the parking lot, heading home. This is what we ended up with. We spent 125, I think, total. So we got the air vents from, this is the center air vent, and then the driver and the passenger air vent for the Lexus that we were in, the Lexus IS250, I believe. And then we did find some Honda Fit stuff, but I put it back because I found a Land Rover and decided to look inside. It had a lot. It hadn't been picked over at all, pretty much. I took the back, the rear headset headrests. Forgot how much I paid for those, but those go for over 100 as a set. I got the passenger side seat armrest. The driver side was trash, so I left it. But that right there goes for, I'm gonna put everything on the screen. I'm trying to remember, but I think it was like $60 or something like that. And then this is the suspension control for that same Land Rover. This is kind of all over the place, but I wanted to take a chance. I believe it's gonna go for around $75. And then I got the side trim pieces, like it's for the engine, like ventilation, I guess, and this goes on the sides. Both of them in great condition. Those go for around 50, I believe. And then I got the center console armrest cover. It has a little, it's kind of a heavier door, so it doesn't matter in my opinion, but the clips right there are kind of busted, but it's still, like in the car that, in the Land Rover that we were in, it's still closed and stayed shut, so I don't think it's a problem. If it is, I'll just knock off a few dollars. I got a trim piece just cause I think they gave it to me. This sells for like 20 bucks. And then we got a valve cover for a Camry. This goes for like 75, I believe, 50 to 75. And then we got a whole engine cover for that same Land Rover. Can't really show you. And that goes for around $100. So we'll add everything up and I'll put it on the screen, how much we spent and how much we can, what we're hoping for on a potential revenue.